Fall is amazing here in Northwest Arkansas. Today we're covering the top 4 things that I love, Felipe loves about Northwest Arkansas, specifically in the fall time. So let's talk about that. Hey everybody, if you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I actually was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire, the horrible, the no good state of Illinois, the worst. Anyways, I kind of moved anywhere I wanted to in America. I kind of moved to Kentucky, to Tennessee, to Utah, to Montana, to Asheville, to anywhere I wanted to in America. But I chose Northwest Arkansas because it is by far the best place to live in America, literally by far. So if you ever want to talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, call me, text me, let's meet up for coffee and we can talk about, again, why I chose here versus anywhere else in America. All right, and the first thing we need to cover when it comes to fall time in Northwest Arkansas is the fact, this is my personal favorite, obviously, is the actual changing of colors of everything. Now, that's obvious, fall time has that, but the thing that's really fascinating about Northwest Arkansas is, in my humble man's opinion, is that it's very equivalent to the actual experience going to New York, the whole New England style, we'll say fall festivals sort of feel, lives exactly here in Northwest Arkansas. Now it's obviously a little bit warmer here than up in the obviously New England during the time frame, so that's kind of a positive in my opinion. But not only that, but it's the color scheme, it's everything. It looks just like the New York style stuff. Plus, we actually have the terrain to actually match it. Now, the nice thing about Northwest Arkansas is that Northwest Arkansas has a lot of hills, some mini mountains, but once you get outside of Northwest Arkansas, we're talking like 30 minutes. Boy howdy, does it get real pretty real quick. So many hiking trails. There are so many things to do when it comes to just being outdoors, especially in the fall time. You are going to love it from top to bottom. That's actually one of the reasons I moved down here back from Chicago. There's a lot of reasons, but fall was a great one. Up in Chicago, fall is very short-lived. Once the next big storm comes through in Chicago, leaves are gone, you're done. So it's kind of, you don't get a lot of time up there. But here in Northwest Arkansas, it obviously lasts a long time, more on that later. But the real, we'll say, crunch of it all is the fact of how actual beautiful the leaves are. And the nice thing is how many different styles of trees there are here. Little side note, Arkansas is a very, very green state. We're talking green as in trees. And man, it lasts forever around here. Plus the actual color scheme is fantastic. So if you're looking for that kind of New York style, New England style experience going through fall, Northwest Arkansas 100% has that. And the second thing that I love about fall in Northwest Arkansas, and this is gonna be another obvious one, is the temperatures. Again, coming from Chicago, unfair advantage for Northwest Arkansas, but regardless, the temperatures are, I would consider, from September-ish, maybe earlier, maybe a little bit later, all the way to like almost early December are just pristine, the perfect temperatures. 60-degree mornings, crisp, windows open at night, fantastic, chef's kiss. All the way up into maybe 70s. Sometimes you might hit 80 until like those really dry days of November. So like it is a very broad thing. But the thing I truly love about it is those crisp early mornings. Windows open all night long, letting the breeze come through, that obviously autumn crisp breeze. It is fantastic. Now, if you're coming from places that already have this, maybe potentially parts of like Tennessee or Kentucky, maybe California during certain times of the year, you know exactly what I'm talking about, obviously. If you're coming from the north, you have that, but boy, is it short-lived, that's for sure. But one thing that I love about Northwest Arkansas in the fall is the temperatures, like I said, but not only the temperatures of like, leaf peaking, so to speak, but it's really about the things to do outside. It's like, is there a perfect temperature, more perfect temperature than like 60 to 75 degrees, hiking, walking, enjoying a little crisp jacket, walking the dogs, walking the animals, whatever, and just enjoying your time outdoors. Now, again, you can enjoy your time outdoors way more than fall time in Northwest Arkansas, that's for sure. But it is that really picture perfect and temperature perfect time here in the area that you can just enjoy the outdoors and have, obviously play basketball, whatever it is. Plenty of options to do outdoors. Mountain biking, running, hiking, basketball, walking, doesn't make a difference, obviously. But the nice thing with the temperatures, it is really picture perfect. Whoa, I made something for you. I made something called 3-day itineraries. So maybe you're looking to check this place out, looking to see if it's the best place to live in America. I made 3-day itineraries literally for you. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is, I have 3-day itineraries linked below. So go ahead and download them and use them when you get down here. Also, you might be using things like Realtor.com, Zillow, or Redfin way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. It sounds exactly what it is. So enter your information below, name, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, Where do you want to move to in Northwest Arkansas? Enter all the information below. I'll make sure to miss a single notification when it comes for home for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, side note, every single Friday, I send an email out just talking about all the cool things happening in Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? When is First Fridays? When is First Thursdays? What new buildings are moving here? What new businesses are starting up? What new restaurants? There are so many things all the time happening in Northwest Arkansas. But I need you to be aware. I just need you to be a little heads up. You will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak, but I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And the third thing I love about Northwest Arkansas when it comes to the fall time, and this is probably my favorite, it's not the most obvious, but it's my favorite, is the long lastingness of fall in Northwest Arkansas. Again, coming from the North Chicagoland area, short-lived. We're talking like maybe a month. Like by October 31st, Halloween, it is frigid cold. Halloween time, frigid cold. In Northwest Arkansas, it's like you can go all the way from early, like maybe mid-September, all the way, I've seen it all the way up to like early December. And that's, I would say, more common, very common. So trees will last that long. There's oak trees around here that will actually bloom, like actually have leaves later in the year, like we're talking almost like early May, but they keep their leaves all the way up until like December. It happens all the time. So if you want that long lasting fall experience, Northwest Arkansas definitely has all those things. Plus we have like unlimited trees. So with the temperatures and obviously now the duration, it's really a fantastic area to be here, because on top of all that, when it comes to duration, which is a big fan of this, is that going back to the north, very short lived. Here, you get at least 3 months between activities and all the fun things to do. And honestly, you don't feel like you're being rushed. That's the one thing I hated about Chicago, and maybe you're experiencing this too, is like, you know it's coming to an end very quickly. But once fall hits around September time in Northwest Arkansas, you have like almost 3 months of pure fall bliss. You go all the way through Halloween, all the way through Thanksgiving, and into December before you really have to start hanging up. And by Thanksgiving, you want to get rid of your, obviously moving to Christmas stuff. But by Thanksgiving, it's still fall here. In against the north, if you're coming from the north, you understand this. By Thanksgiving, there's a good chance it has probably snowed once or twice by then. That's just to be real. So again, if you love those extended fall seasons, you're gonna do real well here. And the fourth and final thing I really love Northwest Arkansas when it comes to fall time are the events. And by events, I mean you are looking for your classic Hallmark style events. We got the apple cider, we got the orchards, we got the pumpkin patches, we got the corn mazes, we got all the things you can wrap up in a Hallmark movie, just package it up, put it in Northwest Arkansas. And as soon as you actually go outside the city, we're talking like 10 minutes, so you're right from your house, 15, 20 minutes, you're in not flat, but really like beautiful country land of Northwest Arkansas, where your pumpkin patches are, where your cider donuts are, all the pop-up stands, all the things you want to do for kids and families and friends. Great. And a little bit of side note, one thing I want to mention is that Branson, which is about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from here, oh my gosh, they go all out in fall. And so Branson has changed a lot in the last like 20 years, that's for sure. It is a great kids family experience up there. They have all the events, all the things on top of that as well. So if you're looking to get out of town and go up to somewhere else, Branson is a great place. I've been up to many, like, I wouldn't say haunted houses, but like for kids, you want to say it that way, pumpkin patches, cider donut, you get the experience, apple cider, the whole thing. That stuff all exists around Northwest Arkansas as well. Another side note that I do love about the events that I was not able to experience in Chicago was the fact that you actually can do great Halloween trick-or-treating in Halloween than anywhere else. What I mean is that back in Chicago, maybe up north, it is frigid cold by Halloween. There were so many times when I was younger that it was just so cold by Halloween. Here in Northwest Arkansas, the kids have it way too good, to be honest with you, is that they're cruising 65 degrees at night. They're doing fine, 7 degrees. You can back up the trailer, drive the truck around, get a trailer, walk the streets. Doesn't make a difference. And meaning like obviously doing, you want efficiency for candy, of course. You get a tractor and a trailer so you can move efficiently from house to house to house. Obviously, I digress. But again, having those experiences are very, very common here in Northwest Arkansas, especially during the fall time. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you have not been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. A starter pack full of all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. It comes with a 120-page guide, literally city by city, thing by thing, everything about Northwest Arkansas in one big packet. It comes with the 3-day itineraries, it comes with postcards, it comes with all sorts of cool things. Also, side note, it comes with the official NWA coloring book. I mean, come on, don't you want that? I want that right now. Starter pack comes right to your home, literally package shipped right to your home. Enter all the information below and make sure to get the package shipped to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. It is my favorite for F word. Free! So enter information below and make sure to get the package shipped to you right away. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.